Boom! And we're alive, my friends. Hello, welcome. My name is Joshua Marcos Munoz, otherwise known as Murlidhar, or Murley. And this is going to be my introductory video on this rather new YouTube channel. I've been producing YouTube channel or videos on various channels for 15 years. And part of my effort has been to pursue this four-letter word, truth. What is truth? What is truth in myself and others? And so I started with a YouTube channel that kind of interviewed random people whom I can get in front of a camera. And that's when it all began. And so I want to share and relate what this channel is going to be about, what I'm going to be talking and sharing, my life's passion, my hobbies, my interests, and especially creating value for other people, and seeking what is truth, what is my highest service to humanity. So we'll rewind back a bit to just give a bit of background as to who I am, why I'm creating this channel, for who this is for, and what value I'm going to be creating here. From a very young and early age, I've always had this one question, this lingering question. What is my personal service to humanity? And how do I make it an effort to put it on the highest platform? So, seeking that at an early age, I was very much attracted to becoming a firefighter or a police officer or perhaps even the military or Navy or something like that. I've always been very service-oriented, very martial in my movement, in my thoughts, in my character. And I wanted to really seriously become a firefighter, save people's lives, be a hero, right? And as I discovered more and more that there is physical suffering, no doubt, in this world, of which this channel aims to try to alleviate suffering. I learned in my late teens, 16, 17, 18, that there was more suffering going on in this world due to mental anguish, problems. The mind was more of an issue. So then I got into psychology. And I wanted to serve in that field. And so I discovered my abilities to really be present with people, to know what's going on the inside, both to help myself and to help others. And so that led me to my practice of hypnotherapy. I studied near San Francisco, Hypnotherapy Training Institute, one of the first hypnotherapy schools in the Americas. And following my teachers in hypnotherapy, I learned a lot. I fully got certified as a clinical master hypnotherapist at the age of 23. And from there forward, I came across one of my first gurus, actually. She was my hypnotherapy teacher as well. They were co-teachers. Marlene Mulder, Randall Churchill. So they are my very, very much beloved teachers. And from there forward, I learned and got exposed to yoga. I had my first experience with a prominent deity of yoga, Mahadev, Lord Shiva. And from there forward, I learned the tools of basically manifesting my dream life. Upon discovering yoga, or yoga rediscovering me, I quickly felt like there was no other service, higher service to humanity than spiritual service. And so that was what led me to go to India. Using the tools of hypnosis, hypnotherapy, and breathwork, my first breathwork, holotropic breathwork experience was when I was 23, 24. And that propelled me to realize that I am more than just this body and just this mind. And that there's a spiritual component that is non-material. And so then my studies of metaphysics, yoga philosophy, and in particular bhakti yoga began. I dropped my life as a hypnotherapist, as a psychologist. I was studying in California, transpersonal and existential psychology. And I was married at the time in my mid-20s, and I dropped all of that. Got divorced, let go of my job, moved out of my parents, moved out of my apartment, sold all my things, and joined an ashram in South India. There for 2-3 years, I lived in India, serving with other monks, and then having experiences from there, going back to the US, going to Mexico, going to Costa Rica, different ashrams, where I continued to live as a monastic for over 12 years. And continuously utilizing the tools of hypnotherapy, of breathwork, of psychology for myself, and continuously sharing it with others. There was just no way I couldn't. I felt like these tools enabled me to pursue the highest service to humanity, which was cultivating spiritual knowledge. And that will entail with my background in transpersonal psychology to what now is being coined and referred to as Vedic Psychology. And I will be sharing more and more what that means in this channel. The various tools, the Ayurvedic health and wellness, science, protocols, the yoga philosophy, the understanding of Vedanta, and the Upanishads, and the wisdom lying in within those revealed sound vibrations or scriptures. And so thus forward, again, 15 years, 18 years later, after traveling the world in many different places, and I'll be sharing the beautiful communities that I've been a part of. Always been off-grid, cows, land, farm. So I basically lived life that I wanted, free from distractions of being stuck in a city or living in places that were non-conducive to my spiritual life. I made it a focus to dedicate myself to my Sangha, my community, my teacher, my guru. And it's not until just recently, just a few years, that I've reabsorbed my background in psychology and have now gotten more training in hypnotherapy. I'm a certified breathwork facilitator as well now. And utilizing the tools that I've learned in psychology, now I'm moving into the world of life coaching, life purpose coaching, and more importantly now, a mind discipline coach. For what does it take to really make the mind one's friend? And so my journey through this world, more and more, what is my highest calling, my service to humanity, is now being shown to be a public figure, to come out of the ashram, come out of the kutir, out of the forest, out of different and various communities, off-grid communities that I've lived, Costa Rica, Mexico, US, and now India, once again. And making this a big part of my life to help others help themselves, learn how to make their mind a friend, and how to fundamentally change and transform for the better on every level. And so that's been kind of my background, my experience. And this channel will be sharing all sorts of techniques, tools, power tools for the mind, as I like to call them, that will help others, I'm sure, in understanding themselves better, understanding the body, their energy, their subtle body, their spiritual body. My friends, as I talk about Vedic psychology, hypnotherapy, breathwork, positive mental health, EQ, emotional intelligence, PQ, positive intelligence, and I will be just sharing more and more what that entails. And I have a soft spot for helping the young men in this world today really discover themselves, to fulfill their life's dream, to become the man they want to become. And so with that said, I'm going to wrap this up. This is just my intro. It's been a long time coming, and now I feel like I can funnel in and start sharing more and more what it means to have the highest service to humanity. All right, my friends, subscribe, like the video, and we'll be talking more and more about consciousness, philosophy, yoga, psychology, mental health, wellness, men's health in particular in some respects, and just overall great stuff on how to improve and grow in your life. Thank you for watching. Hari Om.